Still love AD, bro. Bro, you should stop getting touched about your team. You need to embrace the fact that your team's ass. You'll be happy in life.
Can we kick him out before he starts?
I'm ready, right?
Okay.
Yeah, 4 picks.
Okay, 4 picks. So, sick. Welcome to episode 2 of the LV Basketball Podcast. I'm your host, Vasily, with my co-host, Letabo. Letabo, let's kick it, bro.
What are you saying, player?
Some things have transpired since we last spoke. And some things we said were true. And for instance, the Giannis situation, they have bounced back quite strong. And I'm quite impressed with the Bucks at the moment. I'm not going to lie. What are your thoughts?
I'm a bit disappointed. In Dame, more so. Because I feel as though when the Bucks traded for Dame, they expected him to be bigger than what he is. To perform at the level that he was in Portland. I get the fact that he's trying to kind of fit in the system. But from all the hype with him working out with David Goggins and all of that, I feel like he hasn't quite lived up to it. Like, he's had some good games here and there, but for the most part, Giannis is leading the league in scoring. He could easily average 40 points a game. How many 40-point games has he had in the last 5? Yeah. I think like 3 out of 5. Yeah. Like, he shouldn't be doing as much lifting. And again, the same thing I said about last time about Brook Lopez. This man is 7'3", but he doesn't play like the big. Bobby Porter's kind of the bench, averages more rebounds than the 7'3" center.
Yeah, no, that's very fair. But I do like the way Lillard has played now with Giannis on his hot streak. The fact that Giannis getting the ball from him. I mean, Dame had 10 assists last night, just for starters.
Okay.
And I mean, when has Dame ever had 10 assists? That man is always shooting the ball. He's never passing.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the fact that they know Giannis is hot. He is doing things, and we should give him the ball. And I think that's why they're on the run that they are currently on.
I just hope he can stay fit for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because he's struggled over the last few playoff seasons with injuries. Because that's what always happens. His usage rate is so high during the regular season. Because, like, yesterday, they barely beat the Wizards. It's the Wizards, bro. Giannis shouldn't be averaging like 33 minutes against the Wizards. Should at least play 26 cap. And then let him rest. That's how he ends up getting easily injured towards the later part of the season. Because also you have to factor in the way he plays. He's so physical and so dominant. And that takes its toll on the body. So eventually they'll catch up to him. I just hope Doc Rivers, start managing his minutes a bit better so he can do better things.
Yeah. And I think what they've shown over the last 10 games is that he is an MVP caliber player still. Him, I think it's Jokic and Jason Tatum. I would have said AD, but don't laugh. Don't laugh.
I apologize.
That's true. Like, my Lakers are just having a bit of a tough time. They're struggling a little bit, and I mean, it's a bit sad that Dalton Connect is your top scorer for your last few games. Yes, but AD is not playing to the level he was playing at the beginning when we started.
What do you think is the problem though with the Lakers?
Honestly, I think that LeBron, as good as he is, needs to play less minutes. I think if LeBron plays less minutes, it'll help him be at his full level whenever he plays. Like, the other game he had 12 points. That's not LeBron. That's LeBron getting a bit tired now. Like, and I can respect that he's almost 40 and he's doing what he's doing.
So you think by that time he's beating him now?
I think there was actually a very interesting stat that I saw that for LeBron to become an obsolete player in the NBA, according to his trend and how well he's played over his career, it would take him 5 to 6 years to be out of the league by skill-wise, by his EPM, his estimated points per minute that he contributes to the team, if it's negative or positive.
Is that factoring in assists?
Factoring in his whole game. So factoring his whole game, he'll be relevant for the next 6 years. Okay. But you have to manage that time. And I think I do like what they're doing though with Dalton Connect, giving him minutes. And I do think that what they are currently doing is testing waters, testing what they can do.
What, without
LeBron, seeing if we can load scoring onto somebody else. And I think that's why they've tried to give the ball more to Dalton Connect and to Austin Reeves and, try to get the ball out of the Stars' hands. But I don't think it's the best strategy.
But I hope you guys make some good trades.
I hope so. But sorry, we got distracted there. Back to the MVP conversation. Jokic.
That's my personal pick.
Has to be
I
number one.
think he can get, what will it be now? 5? I already have 3.
He's got 3, so 4.
Surely. And this man is playing at a high caliber level. Like, for the most part, what he's used to say is getting more rebounds and assists, but he's not really scoring. I think he's averaging, 27 this season? He's scoring, and he's had to shoulder most of the load with Aaron Gordon getting injured. Jamal Murray was out for a few games. And he was also out with like some personal issues. I don't know what that really was about, but at least now he's back and he's still playing at that level. Like, that's actually one of my favorite players in the league. It's Luka and then it's Jokic. Like, his game is, people used to critique him about his physique and everything, but he has shown that he's so fit. Like, he's fitter than most people. I just hope him being friends with Luka, that will rub off on Luka. Because I need my boy in good shape when I win the NBA this season.
Yeah, you want to win the title, but I mean,
It's
it's possible.
just
You've done
came
it
from
without
the final.
Luka. You've done it without Luka. Also, recently in these last few games, you guys have been cooking.
Yeah, because I looked at our stats from last season. Without Luka last season, we were 9 for 13, 9 and 13. And then this season, without Luka, we are 6 and 1.
So having a good team around you is a big thing. And I mean, having Kyrie do what Kyrie is doing, the little magician he is.
And Jason Kidd even said, the most important thing that Luka has had to learn during this time when he's been injured is to have more faith in his teammates, because it's the first time in Luka's career where he has had so many great pieces around him. Like, there's nowhere where we lack. We have the best big man in the league.
You got the best big man in the league.
No, like 2-man combo. Like best big man duo. Like if one comes off, the other one comes in and they do the exact same thing. There's no other team in the league where you can take out one big man, put on another that does the exact same thing.
Yeah, Gafford and Lively are very good centers.
Yeah, and they play the exact same way. They
lob
set
threads.
beautiful picks, lob threads. If you think he's gonna lob it up, he's gonna kick it to Clay, Kai, PJ. So I like that. And we have the best backcourt, possibly in NBA history. And I know you can agree with that. Some will say Steph, Clay, but no, that's the best shooting backcourt. But best backcourt in terms of like overall gameplay, Luka and Kai.
Yeah, I've always liked those two, so I can't dispute it. And the fact that they're on the same team is ridiculous.
It's broken.
But I think that's another thing that we have to look at and discuss is Jason Tatum and the Celtics, because they're streaky, but Jason Tatum's performing.
Yes, I just don't like the Celtics.
Me neither.
Can
As a Laker, I can't stand them, and the fans don't get me started.
The fact that they beat me in the final is what scuffed my teams more. But
speaking about Celtics, there's been a topic of hot debates.
Okay.
the FIBA versus NBA, the world champions that the NBA calls themselves, and the debate that says you're not really a world champion if you're not playing the rest of the world.
No allows.
Yeah. Thank you for that, for creating a controversy. But there has been a bit of chatter from different players talking about Panathinaikos versus like Celtics. And I think that could be quite interesting, because if the Celtics had to play FIBA rules, I think it'd be quite a tough game, quite a tough. Dude, I don't know if I could say a winner. Yeah, if you're playing NBA rules, the Celtics will always win. But FIBA rules, I think it's going to be tough, because you've got some good players in Panathinaikos. You've got Kostas Lukas, you've got Mitoglu. I mean, a lot of Greek players. You've got Juancho, I don't know if it's Juancho or the other, Hernan Gomez. You've got Kendrick Nunn. Now you've got Cedi Osman playing there. So your team's not bad.
But here's how I like to look at it. I get the effect of the FIBA rules and everything. But all those names you just named, all those guys are NBA rejects. They were in the NBA.
Yeah, there's a lot of players that didn't, like the Greek players and Lesort, they didn't go to the NBA first. They were just...
No, I get that, but that's where they stay. So that's fair. Kendrick Nunn, Hernan Gomez, the other Antetokounmpo brother.
Yeah, Costa. Yeah, but Costa's young. Costa's a lighty.
But he got drafted in the NBA, where was he?
Yeah,
He was in Milwaukee at some point where all three brothers were there.
No, it was Lakers. He was at
Oh, yeah,
Lakers.
when they won the chip.
Yes.
No, what happened?
He was a light team. I don't think he was mentally ready to be in the NBA. That's another thing. NBA is really like the way they play is so different.
Yeah, that is true. And he's so far from home.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why the adjustment.
Yeah, exactly.
But I personally think Celtics will win. And let's say it's a 7-game series. I got the Celtics 4-1.
4-1.
4-1.
I think if they had to play in Athens, those fans are way wilder than anything.
Nah.
So if you're playing, I think it depends how many games you're playing in Athens. Because if you're playing 4 games in Athens, you are losing. The Celtics, there's no ways I see them going to Athens and winning.
But just to factor in, basketball is not football. I get the fact that home fans can have an impact, but I don't think the impact will be that massive. Because I feel like the way Celtics play, like the level of skill set is so different. And now with those rules whereby you can just literally touch the ball and still in the cylinder, NBA players are more athletic than any of those players. So it'll be easier. The only difference will be there that they can easily just clog up the paint.
Right.
But the thing is, Celtics already shoot like 53s a night. So they'll basically be playing into their hands. If you want to clog up the paint, Celtics will shoot. They love shooting. And they have some great shooters. So I don't really think it'll be much of a contest.
I think it would be close, honestly.
Bro.
But it would be interesting to see. It would be interesting to see.
I mean, we saw in the Olympics.
Yeah, okay, fine. But that was a dream team. That was a dream team. But moving away from that, let's keep on the topic of international players. Wemby. I like it. The CP3... Chris Paul and Wemby combo. Wembanyama is quite the alien.
Nah, I don't lie. Someone that's been quite underrated. I feel like he's had a monster season. Stephen Castle.
Oh, yes.
Stephen Castle.
Yes.
He locked up Steph in that game. Like Steph went crazy in the first half because someone else was on him. And then second half, who's their coach? The one that's now something Johnson.
Yes, who's standing in.
Yeah, he put Stephen on him. I saw this beautiful meme where they had Stephen Castle and what's this? Wemby. And because Stephen Castle's number 5 and Wemby's number 1, and they said Area 51. That's after they combo. That's after they beat the Warriors. Yeah. I love that. Every now and time again, I always make time to watch the Spurs. I love their grit. And Harvey Barnes is like, he seems more rejuvenated because when the team seems like they're in trouble, they always find him down in the paint, and he's dangerous in there. He's been playing quite well. I've been very impressed with him.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, I think they've got potential. They're currently, where is it? 10th in the West. They're over 5
playing, right?
That's playing.
Are they above Minnesota?
They're above Minnesota. They're 10-9, and Minnesota's 9-10.
Okay.
So there's a couple of surprises, obviously, that I think are going to blow over, like Houston. I don't know what they are doing in second place.
What do you mean? Did you not see how they ended off the season?
Yeah, but
season. I feel like they've carried that momentum to this season because the way they play, that's such a hard playing team. That's the thing. You can be more skilled and have better offensive players, but they have heart, and they show that night in, night out. You saw Fred popping off at the officials.
Yes. But yeah, they play with hearts, and that's the thing. And you play with passion, and the whole team, you can beat a lot of teams if you work hard.
Exactly. And they're monsters on the offensive boards. I think they are top 3 in offensive rebounds. Yeah, the team.
That's the thing, because they all get involved. That's the thing. They work as a team. So I'm not saying that they're not a playoff team. I'm saying I'm surprised they're number 2.
Okay.
I think that there's a couple of teams that are better than them, but obviously we'll see how it goes. Let's not talk too much about the West because my Lakers are in there, and I know you've got problems with me discussing too much of my Lakers.
I have no problems.
But one place where I do need you to discuss my Lakers is for our next segment of Letabo's Bet Slip.
Okay.
So we've got 4 games for Monday night.
Let me have a look here.
Tuesday morning for you in South Africa. Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics. The New Orleans Pelicans versus the Hawks. The LA Lakers versus Minnesota. And the Nets are playing in Chicago against the Bulls.
I don't lie. This is quite easy, actually. I'm going to win this one. I should put 500 Rand on it. First game, Celtics. Easy win. I get the fact that Jimmy has been playing well of late, but Celtics and the TD Garden, it's different type of animal. They're hard to beat at home.
Yes.
So I'm going the Celtics there. Possibly even on the spread, but I'd have to have a look at what the bookies are saying for that.
Yeah.
Pelicans, Hawks. Here's my problem with the Hawks. They've been playing well of late, but they lose their games you expect them to win.
Yeah.
That's my only issue. I don't understand how on God's green earth they beat the Cavs back to back on back to back nights.
Crazy.
I don't get it because the Cavs are bigger. They play better. Atkinson has them cooking. They're playing so well, and yet they lose to this team. But then again, Trae Young did have monster nights.
Trae Young.
So like 2020, those are big nights.
Numbers, big numbers.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Also, Jalen Johnson is back and he's playing quite well.
Wow.
DeAndre Hunter also back, playing quite well.
So New Orleans missing a couple of key pieces.
A lot. CJ's been out. Zion's been out. I don't think DeJounte's even played a game.
I don't think so.
He hasn't. Brandon Ingram has also had some issues in and out of the team. Jose Alvarado. Those are 4 starters that I just named.
Yeah.
That's the 6th man in
Jose Alvarado.
So it's very concerning. So that's an easy Hawks win. Hawks in Atlanta, they have to win this one. Lakers, Timberwolves. Okay, I'm not gonna speak much on this one because I feel like both teams are playing badly. That's one thing we can both agree on.
Yeah, they're not playing to their true potential.
You even heard Ant the other day saying our identity is that we're soft. And he said this and stood on it. So I think after he said that, most teams, after the superstar comes out like that and blatantly calls out his teammates, they tend to show up after. I feel like they might play better. They're actually playing today. Okay, they're not playing today.
Yeah, but
So they'll be well rested for the Lakers game. And bear in mind, this will be Lakers back-to-back.
back after Utah. Yes.
Yeah. So it's quite the travel. You have to go from Utah and then to Minnesota.
Yeah, listen, I
So-
understand, but look at the Lakers. At the end of the day, they're going to come out there and they're going to put a stamp on because Uncle James is going to show little boy Ant what he's all about. I'm telling you now.
I think you're just being emotional right now. As a gambling man, you should take out the emotion out of it. Don't be emotional of us. I understand that your boys aren't playing the best, but here's what's gonna happen. Timberwolves are gonna win this game.
You know what? I want this to be the statement you live on, right? Because if you lose, I want a public apology in the next podcast.
Okay.
Okay? To all of the fans. Not just to me, to everybody.
Okay.
All right.
And if I'm right, we don't speak about the Lakers for the next 3 episodes.
Your 2 episodes.
2.
Done.
Thank you.
All right.
Last game, Nets, Bulls. That's such a tough game. Because I've really enjoyed how the Nets have been playing of late. The other day, they beat Golden State without Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas sat out the whole 4th quarter, and they beat Golden State. They were down, 24 in the first half.
Well,
They came back and won the game quite comprehensively. But Bulls are so inconsistent because on any given day, Zach LaVine will give you 30. On any given night, Vooch will get you his double-doubles, be knocking down threes, Kobe White. So it's a tough game. I don't know. I don't like this game.
I think for this game, what could be an interesting is maybe an over or under on points.
That's what I'm thinking. Because Bulls' games have been very high scoring. Very.
And the Nets don't have much defense.
They don't play any defense. They just play very quickly. And they score quite.
Lots.
So I think whatever the over is, I'll probably take the over on points. Because choosing a definite winner is a bit tough right now. I'd have to see the injury reports and everything. But right now, looking at it, yeah, I think points is the way to go.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Letabon. So just to end off, we like to thank everybody, Dum as always, for being behind the scenes. And thank you, Letabo, for coming out. And we would like you, the viewers, to also get involved. Give us your thoughts, what topics you'd like to hear us speak about. And we'll see you in the next ep.
Signing off.